with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs offense will go on the attack first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Knight. At the 30. Continues to fight for yards. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. Spits it out to the back. Right on target this time. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Finding an escape route. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the Q.
Trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Kansas State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Picks up what he can and then slides.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Pitts. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Mustangs will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Ridley. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's still running after the move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. There he goes. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. QB draw. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Bryant. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the 4th down, throws that fist up in the air.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Jennings. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He found some running room and needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The head coach makes a call, keeps the offense on the field for 4th and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
7, Kansas State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
That's caught. It's Hogan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Kennedy. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Pass drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now the pitch. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The gift to the back. Inside the 30. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
SMU 14, Kansas State 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Kennedy. Quarterback now breaking the field. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Got a little space. Crosses the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hogan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And the Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get there.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
didn't love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Kick is in the air. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The give on the option. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First and goal for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. And tackled there by the defense. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Runs through the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Nice move to keep running. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Give to the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Snap it to the back. Creates a little space. Turning it on. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Got it behind the line. It's Ridley. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Absolutely center cut. That brings them to within 1. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to...
There he goes! Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. Fitted in the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Ellison. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and And it pays off, the sack at the 20. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Bryant. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Touchdown, SMU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got a man. It's Ellison. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Kansas State quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch. It's Quigley. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.